1, 2, and I'm here. Hello, everybody. How we doing? Oh, where do I start? Oh, bit of swearing going on there. Let's have a look. Skinny Radish at the thumbnail. That's awesome. There you go. That's for... How you doing? Lindy, how's it going? Pleased to have you on here. Now, if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe to the channel because lots of cool things happen here, as I'm sure you've guessed. There's George. Hi, George. What's up? Oh, there we go. Got some background music. Courtesy of Dream Stream. Who else we got? You from Iran? Welcome. Yeah, I'm pretty good. I mean, getting on this live stream was a real rush. I must admit. Oh, brilliant. Background music for your studying. I'll play some smooth. I'll play something for studying just to get you into the flow of that. Hi, FNC. How you doing? Good to see you. I need a guitar. I've got a cup of coffee, though. Right. Close enough, close enough. Oh, there's Troll. How are you doing? How's it going? So I'm going to play something nice. Something decent for studying. No, that'll never happen. Oh my god. Actually, I mentioned him on my live the other day. I was probably a little bit brutal, but I think what I said was true. Yeah, I mean, now, more than anything, is the time that we have to be 100% genuine. I'm always mentioning, well, not always, but I'm always talking about AI and all of that kind of thing. We need to celebrate being human. What is the point of chopping every single note of your guitar out and making it absolutely perfect? There is no point, you know? We need to play, we need to improvise, we need to communicate with each other using music as an emotional metaphor in real time, like now. And if I play badly, I play badly. And if I don't, I don't. But I don't feel under any pressure for either. And I think that's the thing. It's all a work of progress. My mission as a musician is one of mastery. Absolutely, 100%. As we should all be. Well said, I know. I like to celebrate being human. I like to celebrate imperfection. In fact, I've started doing a little bit of vlogging here and there. I put one up, I've got another one. But I'm going to start talking about more structured stuff. And one of the things I'm going to talk about, right, is the Japanese philosophy of wabi-sabi. And the Japanese, if there's anybody Japanese here, hi. But that philosophy is about appreciating and celebrating the imperfect. And that's what we need to be embracing as human beings, as musicians, as in everything we do. There's only one version of us, and we need to celebrate the process of getting older. We need to celebrate ruined castles, ruined monuments, and imagine the story that they tell. You know, the Japanese, they say things that are broken and mended are more interesting, and they are, because there's a story. And I like that, you know. Anyway, there'll be more on that later. I'm going to get a tune up, right? Let's see, what's this one? Oh, we're in C sharp minor. All right. Thank you. There we go. First tune in. I'm just wondering if this, if my battery's running out. Right. Let's have a catch up on the chat. Hi there, Ray. How you doing? Can you do Black Magic Woman by... I don't do covers. Sorry. No covers. Soundtrack to a car. Yep, I can do that. Ish. Big shout out to FNC in the house. There you go. Well said, thank you. That's about there. Right. Could you talk about the philosophy of Kaizen, small continuous improvements every day? It is a management accounting philosophy related to my study. No, but I do like the book Atomic Habits, and that's where like James Clear will have probably taken some of his ideas. But I think that's what the British cycle team, which are the world's best, took on board, that particular philosophy. And I particularly like it because what we're trying to do is we're just trying to continuously make a 1% improvement in everything we do. And I think that's brilliant for music. Like every time I pick the guitar up, all I've got to do is just do whatever I'm doing 1% better. And I'm sure that's something we can do, all of us, isn't it? Whatever we're doing, 1% better. British cycling team, you know, their improvements were things like they had better sleep hygiene, so blacking out the windows in hotel rooms, you know, the athletes washing correctly, good personal hygiene, removing a screw from a bike to make it lighter, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, 1% better is a good thing and achievable by everybody. So being a Giacomo, soon to be an actor in the website, I think so. But I think at the end of the day, it's going to just disappear, isn't it? Yeah, study shredding. That's what you want. Sounding great, thank you. No covers, as I said, but not a worry. Troll, nice. Fire, I like that. That was just a jam track. I'll do something original in a minute. It's me just jamming, improvising, making it up, going with the flow. Juicing the blood. That's what I'm doing. I'm juicing the blood. Right. So live on air, I'm going to do a battery change. Back in a minute. I'll just go get a battery. There's just one across the room. 2 secs. Right, I'm back. So, yeah, some of you who are regulars here may have noticed that I've started doing a little bit of YouTube content. There's been less of the lives and more of making the content, which is something that I've been meaning to do for a long while and didn't do, but I've started now, which is great. And I'm really into it. So much so, I've bought a new camera as well. So I've got these Sony, what are the ZC-10s or whatever. And I've got 2 of them. But I've bought this, what is it I've bought? This is so cool. I got one of these. So that's like the latest thing. So I'm just setting that up. So there's going to be tons of different shots in the studio now. Because I can it's like robotics, so I can just put loads of presets in. And we can have lots of different angles. But it's also really good for out and about shooting. Don't think I've put it in the right way. Typical. That way, innit? Right. Oh, I'm right out of tune. So yeah, there's some new content just basically up on the channel. So check it out. So I've just done a lesson on hybrid picking. I think it's all right. It's pretty cool. So if you haven't seen it, do check it out. There's also a new vlog up. So check that out. So there's two bits of content that have gone up sort of in the last sort of 5 days that are worth checking out. Should I sink my money into a multi-scale Kaizen 8-string after a yeah, of course you should. Yeah, angles are pretty cool, thanks. So I do love these vertical streams, although it's just very vertical and a bit limiting. But I do... oh God, there's always something I forget. Say, behind the scenes, specific guitar light. And then I've got like a bit of an accent light. Maybe stick that up there. That'll make... See, that's 1%. That's made 1%. Well, half a percent difference. You know, a bit of blue in my hair. Oh, hi, Stu. There's Stu. Look at that. Stu, good to see you. Oh, I like the I like the profile picture. Check that out. ST. That's looking very, very dance / drum and bass / dubstep / whatever music you want to produce. Oh, there's Des. Hi, Des. There's a guitar tuition in the house. Des is also the guitar quality control officer of this channel. He patrols and makes sure standards are met in line with governmental policy. But Des is a very, very talented guitarist and a teacher as well. So it's good to, and we will arrange the meetup, Des, honestly. It's just, I've been, every single, minute of my life's been spent in front of a camera at the minute. If you need a quality costing report, Des, I'm your man, there you go. All right, Stu. That's better now. I've got a new battery in, isn't it? Right, I'll play something else. Let's have a look. What we got? I'll do some McRocklin and Hutch. Obviously, my favourite tracks. I don't do it no more. I don't do it no more. Got me crying. Hi, Stelly. Yeah, I love that song. I remember when I wrote that, most of it was done in a cafe. Yeah, in town. Don't know. It's just. I'm not really sure. I don't want to be a no more or something like that. I wasn't really bothered what it was saying. It just sounded cool, so I just chopped it up and put it in there. Two-handed. I don't really do that anymore. But I have been thinking about starting again. tapping used to be a big part of my playing when I was younger, and then I just stopped doing it. And I think just like what I do with hybrid picking kind of ticks a lot of my tapping boxes, to be fair. So yeah, so if there's anybody on here and you're new to the channel, do hit subscribe, and let's have some more. Let's have some more likes, some more thumbs up would be absolutely amazing. So anybody who's forgot, I'm just reminding you. So I'm going to have to start thinking about getting the new Kaizen build. This is the thing. So new Kaizen. So I've definitely decided on it's going to be the new Osiris body. That's for sure. It's going to have 6 strings on it. That is definite. But I don't know what colour. So I love this black guitar. This is the go-to. But I need a colour that you can see. That's what I'm doing. So I need to think of what the colour is. It'll be raw tone. I know that. That'll be definite. I think you and McRocklin should go a little darker. It's only a little push before you're in the 80s synth horror territory. Right, okay. The whole point is that we're in the synth. yeah, a little push. So I suppose like John Carpenter. Like John Carpenter was a massive... was a bit of an influence. In fact, I've always loved his music since I was a little kid, you know. So yeah, the kind of slightly darker would be good. White is great. White is great for streaming. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking white. But does white fade? I mean, I used to have a white guitar. My first guitar was white with a black scratch plate because I absolutely idolized J.G. Lee, and I wanted a white guitar like his with a black scratch plate when I was little. And that's what I got. Red wine colour. I've got a red guitar here. But I think now I'm going to look to orangey and red. It's kind of red. It's Lamborghini orange, but I suppose it's a red colour, isn't it? I think the neck on this is slightly fatter than the other one, you know. I haven't played the strings for a while and they're like dead sticky. There we go. Nice thumbnail, haha, yeah. So what it is that's like if I ever end up single, that's the shot I'll use when I go on a dating site. It's cool, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, the thumbnail's cool. I did. That was done ages ago, actually, that thumbnail. I just thought, oh, that'll be a laugh. We'll do that. But then I decided I kind of chickened out of using it. So I'm glad you like it, Josh. You got to have a sense of humour, haven't you? My white Jackson is still white after 20 years. Right, okay, that's a good tip. So raw tone white could be a thing. Black hardware. Look a bit Star Warsy, won't it? All right. Okay. My Alpine White Gibson is more yellow now because of the nitro. Right. Oh, and have I missed something in the chat? Vincent from Mori, sorry, this is a very lame ass live stream there, bro. Right? You know, you don't have to hang round, do you? Vincent. But why is it lame? Why is it lame? What don't you like? I want to know. Trash talking. Really? Can you be more specific? Vincent, can you be more specific? Because trash talking is very variable, isn't it? It could mean a lot of things. All right. There you go. Hi Shane, how you doing? I was seeing yours I've seen recently. There's a lame Astro that doesn't. Yeah, this is the He's gone now. I've made him disappear. I don't mind the roasting, you know. I think he's gone now. Yeah, he's banished. I did it ages ago. But still, I don't know like what trash means. But I'm gonna live without knowing. I'm English, yeah. Shane. At least I think I'm speaking in English. I'm from the northeast of England, so it might be a bit weird, maybe the accent or something. Yeah. So yeah, new guitar. So I'll have to get that designed. So I think a white body's going to be a definite possibility for sure. And then I suppose what else? I was going to have the usual richer light fretboard illuminate inlays. But then what pickups? This is the next thing. What pickups will I get? White with neon blue. That could be. Yeah, that could be quite nice, George. That's yeah. What would be neon blue though? Which bit would be neon blue? But I quite like the sound of that. Oh, thanks, Shane. I try my best. I do my practice. At least I do for now. Let us know when you. All right. Okay. This guitar is a Kaizen, and this is the HD. So it's a Strat, but it's got no headstock. But it's got a little bit of fluffy duster there where I cleaned it. So yeah, it's a Strat, a modern Strat. I've got Fishman classic pickups in this one, Kaizen hipshot tuner, ebony fretboard. This is like proper ebony fretboard, and then a roasted whatever neck at the back. Walnut, I think. I don't think you can get this one anymore. But I love Kaizen. So I'm actually endorsed by Kaizen. You can always go for some black winter pickups, see what. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking possibly I mean, it's probably going to be Fishman, though, because they're very kind to me. Round the edges. Yeah, okay. That's a good point. You remind me of David. Really? Okay, maybe I'm not that English sounding. I mean, he's very English sounding, isn't he? He's from the south. Yeah. Oh, this guitar's wicked, isn't it? Oh, love Maroon. White sank. I find the plain old classic Strat body to be very absolutely, and this is like an old Strat body. It's got that beautiful cutaway. It's like beautiful, beautifully comfortable. Seriously. Yeah, I think this is the song. Thanks, Stu. All right, had to have a blast over the full end of that. I'm just sticking to this guitar. It's funny. Great music, is it? Yeah, that's a McRocklin and Hutch track. Yeah. Oh, awesome. Oh, good, Josh. You're drinking. I finished my coffee. I want another one, but maybe I shouldn't because I'll be up all night. Oh, right. So anybody on here who isn't subscribed to my channel, subscribe, because there's lots of like cool content, guitar lessons, music production lessons going up that I'm sure will interest a lot of people. But it's something I'm quite committed to. So I'm planning. So I've got like a vlogging camera. So I've got this DJI Cosmo kit. It's brilliant, and it's a camera on a gimbal, so it's like robotic and stuff, and it tracks your face. So I'm going to do some more vlogging stuff. But then I was thinking I was going to do a guitar series of guitars and architecture. How about that? So I thought the first one would be, so there's the Newcastle Civic Centre, and it has this weird rotunda thing that's on stilts. It's hard to describe. But underneath this, you can stand underneath the rotunda, and it's got this amazing reverb sound. So I want to take my guitar down, amp, and have a shred in there and record it. But what I'm also going to do is take an IR. Which is basically I'm going to take an impulse response of the acoustics and then bring it back to the studio and then use it in a music production as well. I thought maybe I could go nerdy like that and sort of video it. So it'd be nice to do something out on a location instead of being in here. But the weird thing about this rotunda, because it's outside, it's like this thing that's over the top of you, and there's this beautiful reverb inside it, but as soon as you step outside of it, it's completely dry. It's weird. Yeah, I should spoil myself. Why don't the little emoji Delos show up on your end? It's always just text. Oh, I don't know. You could stick a little pic of a face of your fingers so you can see the camera flow as you Yeah, interesting. So guitars and architecture. So there's the Civic Centre Rotunda. I was going to do the cathedral. The cathedral will be a good one. St. Nicholas. Probably play something quite satanic, maybe. I don't know. No. So there'll be the cathedral. And then also there's the Ouseburn Tunnel. So the Ouseburn Tunnel's good. It's about a mile long. It's underground. It's 90 feet underground, and it used to be an old wagonway that was converted into a Second World War bunker for civilians, because you could fit about 4,000 people under there, believe it or not. But there are people do music performances under there because like the acoustics are just mad. So I thought I would do the Ouseburn Tunnel would be a good one, and it's also dark and spooky. But I think they have some lights, some neon lights down there as well. So I think that could be a really interesting one as well. And that's it. And then I thought I would play for satanic. It's augmented. So that in it. Oh, well, they've got a strike for that. Never mind. It was worth it. Yeah, Phrygian's all good, isn't it? In fact, we could have a practice, couldn't we? I better just get more of a guitar because I'm sticking to this. Alright. bit frightening, this, because I haven't done my looping for a bit. Audio, no, record, arm. Oh, that could be good. Get some drums with that. Wonder what. Let's have a look. See if I can. Nearly there. Could be good. All right, my mic switched off. Wow, I haven't played like that for years. Yeah, that was proper like me back in the day there. Right, there we go. Need to get this sorted. Right, good. Just switched my mic off there by accident. Yeah, rock. I don't know if I got a strike. Yeah, I like that Saint Hutch. Yeah. Axe, you're the first person who's ever said that I look like Kurt Cobain. Isn't that amazing? An older version, yeah. He does, yes. What, because he has blonde hair? By the way, anybody who's just come on here who has thumbs up and subscribe, please. Just needs Aussie style vocals. Try to play Mind Ponic Blues, add a major sixth, take away the fourth, keep the augmented. Alright, I've got it. It's a shopping list. Right, an augmented pick scrape, brilliant. Thank you. Yeah, how you doing, Said? Awesome. Is it? Awesome. Almost in England, you try, man, you need to eat more donuts. Oh, yeah, maybe. I'm actually on a diet, and I'm winning. A little bit Satriani early stuff, and yeah, I do like his early stuff. The Not of This Earth album, I do like that one. And I like his sort of like when he tried to do his sort of bits of outside playing. I was scrambling to get in here. Hi, Tim and everyone. Hi, Enzo. How you doing? There's a guitar lesson up. Hi, Edison. Everything's up. It's all good, thank you. How you doing? Play Smells Like Teen Spirit. No. But I do feel like I should do Christmas karaoke. I do, don't I? I do have like a grungy jumper. I don't wear it now because it makes me look fat. Yoda mind. Very good. Right, alright, what am I doing? Get my guitar. I'm a bit lost if I haven't got a guitar in my hand. Yeah, so that was really... See, I'm very lazy, so I don't do as much alternate picking these days. So, like, when you're doing those groups of 6, sixes. It feels a bit weird to me now. It just gets a bit manic, doesn't it? Oh no, we have awakened and unleashed the Malmsteen Fury. Yeah, I'm back. Okay. Got to bounce, got a lesson. Catch up when you're ready. Cool. Have a good lesson, Des, and I'll see you soon. Can you... No. Because I don't want a copyright strike. Lovely profile picture. Do subscribe. Beautiful chords, very sick. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? Oh, talking about sick things. I haven't been getting enough. No hands. Write a Hutch ballad. Ooh. Sounds interesting. Right. I don't actually play covers. Just don't want the copyright strike. Sorry. Put some Mike Stern in. He's a brilliant Mike Stern. I couldn't do anything like Mike Stern, heaven forbid. Yeah, it's cool, this keyboard part. I remember doing it. It was like a step time thing I did on the push. Yeah, it is fun. Hey. See, I was just thinking about when I did that. It's interesting, Enzo, because going back to, I mean, I remember when I did that. It was in my little isolation cupboard that I was talking about on the last live, and I'd looked up. There's this like weird step programming feature. That I saw a tutorial on, and I started messing about with it, and that's how I came up with that riff. And I couldn't get all the parts right, but I got the majority of it, and then the kind of rest of the tune I finished off just in the piano roll. But yeah, it was all kind of step time, bleepy bloppy. And the synth I used was Diva, which I don't really use anymore. So Diva was the sound. So yeah, thank you. I helped Mike Stern carry his equipment in a class presentation he did at the university I went to, and he did a masterclass and a concert. And it was one of the best. Brilliant. Yeah, I saw a Rick Beato interview of him, and I thought it was really interesting. Such a nice guy. Yeah, it's Diva. So I used to use Riding Out album was all basically all Diva and Repro. Yeah. Isn't my thermos flask. This is my water bottle. Now, that's how my thermos flask should open. Boom. That's more like it, isn't it? Sorry, that was disgusting. Right. All right, what should we talk about? What's a hot topic at the minute? What's going on in guitar land, in music world, that I should know about? Am I missing anything? So anybody who hasn't subscribed, do subscribe now. The way this channel's working at the minute, on a Monday morning in UK time at 6 o'clock in the morning, I do a music style lecture, right? And at the minute we're concentrating on, it's a bit of a course actually, but you can come in at any point you want. So on a Monday, I'm talking about the conditions of success. What are the conditions of success? Well, it's all the things that you need to be successful as a musician, such as, okay, how to form really good habits, how to manage your environment. So at the minute, this month, we're spending a whole month talking about and exploring our environments, how we can make our studios better, fit for purpose. So that's what we're doing on environment. The month after that, we'll be doing decisions. We'll be doing a month, and it'll all be based on using insight. That's going to be my favorite one, because that's all going to be better. And that really, if you're just going to do one of these with me, like, stick around for the decisions month, because we'll be talking about insight and analysis and how you can use the two is a massive lever for your creative output. That will be like, the insight analysis month will be nitrous oxide to your creative powers. Seriously. What other conditions of success do we have? Well, boredom. How do we deal with boredom when we get bored? I mean, that's certainly something I go through all the time, because I play music all the time. I'm a full-time musician, and all I do is sit about writing music, playing music all day long. And believe you me, I get absolutely bored of myself. So I do like play a lot. Yeah, there we go. Hi, how do you say that? Hi, Yuraj Singh. Hi, how you doing? Subscribe, please. So we're doing that. We're doing boredom, fear. Now, fear's a good one, isn't it? So we're doing a month all based on fear, because, we're musicians. We've got to embrace fear. And then community, building a fan base. So we've got it all kind of covered. Oh, and how to focus. So all of these are conditions of success, and each one of those we're spending a month on. So every Monday I'll be delivering some sort of a lecture, or we'll do some sort of kind of coaching, or at least as much as I can, coaching people in the chat. Having said that, I'm going to start doing a monthly masterclass. So I think at the end of the month, we'll have to make sure I don't clash with Thomas. Look out for this. I'll work it out so I'm not in the way of him. But I'll do a Zoom call, and I'll be advertising it on Discord. So do join my Discord. The link is in the about on this channel, and I'll be posting a Zoom link, and everybody can join me on the Zoom link, and we'll be doing a bit of a creative masterclass, which I think will be really good. Transcribing helps me feel less bored with my playing. Yeah, transcribing's cool. Is this actually putting pen to paper? Like, transcribing for me is just like looking at a guitarist playing something and working it out. How to compete with AI music? Well, there's an interesting thing. Just don't compete with it. Is my thing. You see, the one thing AI can't do is predict what I'm thinking. That's the beauty of being a human. So whatever AI is doing, there has to be somebody human operating it. So that's one thing. But I mean, at the end of the day, right? Other human beings just want to see other humans doing something cool, and AI can't really do that. So I don't really worry about it. Everybody still likes playing guitars. You have to be, it's a physical thing. That's definitely not an AI thing. And then you want to see people playing the guitars as well. So I think, if anything, that sort of value, people like me on these streams, the value of what we do will go up. So that performance value will go up. I'm sure of that. But if you are, and I was talking about this the other day, if you are a craftist, i.e., you're doing music that is a formula, that's formulaic, then basically, the robots will copy you and probably do a better job. And unfortunately, these people are losing their jobs, I'm just trying to get control of my mouse here. Hi, Perplexity, how you doing? Pen and paper, unless it's perfect pitch, which we don't. Right, okay, fair enough. I wonder why my mouse has gone like really weird. I think it's this table. I think I need a mouse mat. High Perplexity. Actually, there's a guy, I was telling this story the other day, talking about AI. Luckily, he's probably just about going to retire. But a good friend of mine, met him in the street. Hadn't seen him for a while. And he is a sound recordist for the BBC. All right. And I was like, hi, how you doing? And he's like, Tim, I've lost my job. And I said, what's happening? He's saying, well, sound recorders for the BBC. Nobody wants me anymore. They're just they'll just do their own sound, lapel mics, whatever, record it really badly, and then just stick it into AI. AI sorts it all out, and that's it. And he's got no work now as a sound recordist. That skill has pretty much gone for him. And this guy he was doing like National Geographic and all sorts of stuff. He was in the Antarctic. He was on nuclear submarines doing documentaries. He did everything, and that was his life, His full working career was as a professional sound recorder, soundman for film, TV. So I was quite shocked by that. So there's one example of AI coming to get us, isn't it? AI seems that it might help with mixing and mastering if the one's weakness. I think, right, okay, so that's a different approach to AI. I mean, I use AI for mastering. I'm like quite happy to do that. Because it's quick, it's easy, and it's fast. And actually, when you're mastering a body of work, it's like fine for that. I don't mind it. Because I mean, the algorithm's really improved. I mean, I use Lambda, and I think Lambda's been quite good. Like before in the past, I used to be able to beat the AI mastering, but like now, not so sure. I use Lambda, and I just use the online one. Spelled Landr. Lambda. So I have a subscription with them. It's pretty good, I love the fact that you can knock out a load of tunes and dump the lot in, and it'll do a batch master. But at the end of the day, my mixes are almost sounding like a master by the time I finish them, so it's like there's not much work to do. So it's spelled Landr. Yeah, that's it. Thanks, Troll. So that's what I use. I mean, you'll be able to try it free. I mean, there are other subscriptions, but I find Lander's probably the best one. I think it's pretty good. But you can't rely on it. You got to get your mixes right. So yeah, it's all right. It's all right, Lander. Other things I use AI for, so obviously ChatGPT and Claude I use for like doing descriptions and titles and things like that, and it's quite good. I really like Claude AI though, because I can just talk to it and I get it to coach me. So that's pretty cool. What else? Oh, and then music production wise, I really like Sonable. So I love the Sonable EQ4. I think that's great, and that always ends up in mixes. Definitely. So that's a really handy tool, Sonable. Having said that, a lot of the time I can get really close with an EQ just using my ears. But it's nice to have, I suppose, from Norway. There you go. Sorry, what are you? Sorry, what was that? What are you for the new video stuff? Oh, I need you to rephrase that, Enzo. I'm not quite sure what you're saying there. Tell you what, this computer today. Right, let's do a track.
We got to find a flaw in his plan.
That's the remix this.
Find a flaw in his plan. playing.
Oh, it's a tough lick, that, at the end. My hand's always getting a nod. Yeah. So, I think that brings me to a close. But just before I do, let's have a look quickly at the chat, if I can. Oh man, come on, mouse. Wonder why it suddenly decided to go mental. All right, what program I used? So for the content videos, I use Final Cut Pro. For my shorts, I use CapCut. Mastering Lander. Sorry, what did you use on the new guitar video with the cool edits? Yeah, it was just Final Cut. It was interesting with the edit because I wasn't sure if I should do that, but I just do it anyway because I think, well, you know, it's something. But I wonder, you know, because when you look at the analytics, like honestly, not many people make it to the end of videos, do they, these days? They must have really short attention spans. So you do all these jump cuts, but then I think, like, you know, you're learning an instrument. If you need all these jump cuts to help you, should you even be here? Oh dear. Skinny Radish, that I kind of get to the chat thing to like highlight it, but yeah, pleasure to be your background music for your studying, and I hope you knock it out the park in your exams and project work. So yeah, finally, so the next, me and Thomas are going to be live on Saturday, so on McRocklin's YouTube channel, we'll be on there shredding for like a couple of hours, no doubt, and then eating kebabs afterwards. So that'll be happening on Saturday. I've got another vlog video to come out this week. Look out for that. And then on Monday, there will be the regular stream in the morning, which will be some sort of a lecture. In fact, actually on Monday, I've had a few people send in pictures of their studios, so we're going to have a look at other people's studios, and I'm really looking forward to that. And then we're going to have a look. We'll do some sort of thought exercise, I think, on how we can make our studio environments better and more efficient place to work in. What's the name of your guitar plugin? It's not my plugin. It's Thomas's. It's his company, Polychrome DSP. I'm just an artist for him. So at the end of the day, Polychrome DSP, and the plugin, all of my guitar, like this here. This is Nunchuck. Now let me have a look. Can I get it up? It's not doing it. But yeah, this sound is Polychrome. When you get I don't know. When I get more famous, I don't think I'm big enough. I think that's the issue. Everybody be like, Hutch, who's that? Uh-huh. Oh, I'm into my picking today. Yeah, so give me the Hutch tone. So yeah, I mean, this is one of my own concoctions. So I think Troll, this is Nunchuck, this is, it's in the presets. Or at least a version of this is. Working on your sound. Yeah, find a street YouTuber. I could do. So some guy, I think some of the content I'm gonna have to make a tone building content one as well. So I'll be doing a few of those, exploring probably nunchucks. That's my favourite polychrome DSP plugin at the minute. Just slap a Hutch logo on it. I mean, there'll be a few things I'd want to have on mine. Yeah, Skinny Radish, do that. Start an goth indie band. I like it. Oh, this is a new tune, isn't it? Something like that for the guitar. All right, so it's been a blast, guys. I've really enjoyed doing the stream as always, and you end that run on the second and didn't play the route. I don't care. I don't have to leave it completed, and the second is I could have made it worse. I could have ended it on the fourth and really made everybody feel incomplete, which means the only way to feel complete would be to then tune into the next live stream where I complete that solo and end it on the route. All right then, thanks for tuning in, and remember, like and subscribe. It massively helps, and I hope to see lots of people on Monday, and look out for the content and the blogs. All right, bye everybody.